Hi friends, now we come to the fourth part of balance of payment. It is a vast chapter. I think near to be 10 videos I have to prepare for balance of payment. So first I explain about balance of payment. Then second video I explain about the balance of payment on current account. Third video I explain about balance of payment on capital account. Today I will explain balance of payment on financial account. Okay. So today we'll see what is the balance of payment concept over financial account. Actually, a financial account is a component of a country's balance of payment that covers claims. See here, important is claims or liabilities to the non-residents. As you know that if you are pursuing MA or MSc economics, or you are preparing for UGC NET, you have to see that what is the key points, because from that key point if you not mark means the question will twist, means you can't capture it. So a financial account is a component of a country's balance of payment that covers claims or liabilities to the non-residents. Specifically, it is related to the financial asset. That's why only when I explain two keyword, liabilities and asset, which is related to the financial account. So if anyone want to understand in the easy word or easy statement, so financial account components include direct investment, portfolio investment and reserve asset broken down by the sectors. So what are the factors that financial account involves? Financial account involves financial assets such as gold, currency, derivatives, special drawing rights, equity and bonds. This point is very important. Get it? Now we'll see two sub count of financial account. The financial account is a tracking mechanism for shift in international asset ownership and is composed of two sub count. As I told, financial account mainly concentrate liabilities and asset of non-Indians, non-residents of a country. So here they told in financial account, it shows the mechanism how there is a shift in international asset ownership, and it is composed of two account. What are the two sub account? First sub account includes domestic ownership of foreign asset, means what Indians own from the foreign country. It may be foreign bank deposits, it may be securities in the foreign companies, what Indians owns. Then second sub account includes foreign ownership of domestic asset, means what foreigners acquired our property, India's property. Get it? So foreign ownership of domestic assets such as the purchase of government bonds by the foreign country entities or loans provided to the domestic bank by the foreign institution. I hope this one is very clear for you. If any doubt, you just please write in the comment. I will clear it very nicely there. Now we'll see that very rare this question came, but maybe the question will come. We have to confirm this one. What is a reserve capital? Get it? Reserve capital, it is not different from the capital account. It is highly related with capital account because it relates to the financial assets and liabilities, obviously. Then here they told some word which will help you to identify the reserve account. Reserve account balances that net of the current and capital accounts. How? It shows the means of the international payment and monetary authority have acquired or lost during a particular method. Get it? That is a reserve account. Sometime the one more question will come. You should be very clear for it. And what is the autonomous items of BOP and accommodating items of BOP? Two things are there. In UGC NET, maybe probability is there, question will come or not. I don't know it is much important for UGC NET or not. But for master degree students, this question is very important. They will get maybe a 3 mark or 5 mark long questions from this autonomous items and accommodating items of BOP. So if I'll show you fully, you can see it 4 points I covered in autonomous items of BOP and accommodation items of BOP. See, first point what I told about autonomous items of BOP. Autonomous items of balance of payment refers to the international economic transaction that takes place due to economic motive like profit maximization. So what is the economic motive of a country? For profit maximization. So for the profit maximization, we took what type of items? Autonomous items. What about accommodating items? Accommodating items refers to the transaction that occurs because of the activities in the balance of payment such as the government financing. It is not only the profit maximization, this is also for government financing. Then autonomous items are often called above the line items of BOP. Very important 1 mark question for UGC NET. Which items are called above the lines items of the BOP? That is autonomous items. But below the line items are accommodating items of balance of payment. And the balance of payment is in the deficit in the autonomous receipt or less than the autonomous payment. When balance of payment will be deficit? When the autonomous receipt is less than the autonomous payment. Whereas the accommodating items overall deficit and surplus in the BOP results in the accommodating capital transaction such as remove the surplus and deficit and balance the BOP. It's the main reason we should not see the deficit and surplus. The balance of payments should all the time balance. Get it? Next, the monetary authorities may finance a deficit by depleting their reserves or foreign currencies or by borrowing from the IMF and all the time it shows the decrease in reserve. Whereas in accommodating items, there is a compensating short-term capital. Totally, they will compensate the short-term capital transaction which are meant to correct the disequilibrium of this autonomous item. These are difference, and basically I just gave that question for the master viewers who are pursuing the masters. Then I will clear a very continuing doubt of my students. I saw maximum time they made confused about BOP and BOT. Maybe they both seems to be similar, but lot of differences are there. BOP is a very larger concept and BOT is a short concept of BOP, because balance of trade refers to the merchandising account of the export and imports only. Balance of trade only export and imports, whereas balance of payment includes all the international economic transactions and items such as merchandise trade, service, banking, insurance, capital for etc. Get it? And you will see that if RF minus PF equal to 0, then there is no disequilibrium. That means no deficit and surplus in BOP. Now you can ask me, ma'am, what is RF? R means receipt from the foreigners and PF is payment to the foreigners. If we will see RF minus PF equal to 0, it's a very good situation, balance situation, no disequilibrium. So what is the word I use? Disequilibrium. That will be my next video, means equilibrium and disequilibrium in the balance of payment, very important also for balance of payment. Similarly, if RF minus PF is greater than 0 means surplus in balance of payment. RF minus PF is less than 0 means deficit in balance of payment. So the disequilibrium in the balance of payment may occur due to the cyclical forces, maybe the structural factors, maybe the other economical changes. So that disequilibrium will explain next, but please concentrate this one. This one will be a question in UGC NET and master degree both exam. Okay. Thank you class. This is for today. We'll meet in the next class with equilibrium and disequilibrium of BOP. Thank you.